How's it going, YouTube? I'm here with the Quantum's Family Autobot Alliance, or Family of Autobot Alliances, I should say. Yep, so the first thing you're going to notice is that I have a new video after being absent for the past, several months, since June, actually. Second thing you probably notice is that I said Quantum's Family Alliances instead of Quantum's Web. That's because, unfortunately, my brother passed away in June, so I retired from the game. So I took my account to our retirement alliance, or one of them. We actually lost control of our first one. Guy lost control of his account, the guy who was the commander, and now the room's locked, so you can only get in by request, and he can't accept people. So now our retirement home is Quantum's Tavern 2. Lately I've been hopping on here and there, fiddling with the game, checking out what's new. Lots changed since the last time I was here. I actually hopped on about, I'd say a week or two ago, and all this time I've been getting my VIP crystals, and then, you know, during alliance events, when the other Quantum's alliances finish up, they hop in here to get some extra XP or whatnot. So I was acquiring some event crystals and whatnot along the way. So I had about 150 crystals stacked up, with like 40 something Autobot premium crystals, 40 Decepticon premium crystals, and a bunch of event crystals in between, including the old guard crystal, which that was when I started playing, I'm not even going to say playing again. I don't play every day or anything. I just, like I said, I hop on now and then. But I decided to go ahead and participate with for the event with Quantum's Web and the other guys, Quantum's Rage, Magnus, Citadel, and Force, I believe, is the 5th. So yeah, I went ahead and played an event for old time's sake and got the old guard crystal. So that was going to be my, the last crystal I opened, of course, because we all know that was a guaranteed 4-star no matter what. So just a quick recap of what happened. I made a video, but the screen recorder I used to use, not the one I'm using right now, but the one I used to use was the A to Z screen recorder, or whatever it's called, and I apparently didn't know how to use it anymore. They had changed the graphical interface and how to work it. They had invisible buttons on the screen, and apparently I was tapping on the wrong stuff. So it turned out that I did not record what I thought I had recorded. So I thought I recorded myself opening like 150 something crystals there, or around 150 crystals, and I ended up not getting any of it. So what had happened, I ended up with a couple of new 4-star Decepticons, a bunch of new 3-star Decepticons, because I had all of those Decepticon premium crystals from the VIP crystals. As far as the Autobot crystals went, I didn't get jack squat, other than I think I got 1 or 2 4-star duplicates, actually. So then when all was said and done and it came to the old guard crystal, I cracked it open knowing that I was going to get a 4-star bot. And let me just quickly show you who I ended up getting. It was freaking Cup! If you all watched my videos in the past, you already know. This guy eluded me since he's been released, and I finally got him with this old guard crystal when I don't even play the game anymore. So he's not getting his proper leveling. As you can see, he is my lowest level 4-star bot. Yeah, finally got Cup. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds I spent on this dude and didn't get him, but Go figure, I retire, come back several months later, playing around, and bam, there he is. So, I got my unicorn, and unfortunately, the epic moment when it took place didn't even get recorded, so you guys missed it. But, oh well, it is what it is. So this last weekend, I decided to hop in for another event. I kind of snuck in with, I want to say I snuck in the Quantum Citadel's roster, because it looked like they were going to be a few people short, so I figured, well, I'll slide on in. I didn't do the proper bidding process. Sorry, guys. I know. But it looked like they were going to be short, so I kind of snuck in, and I figured I'd leave if they filled up, but they never quite did. They were always a couple people short, but they finished it anyways. And that last event had these, what are they, the Prime Protector Crystals for Cynthia's Magnus. Not even sure what this dude does. Never even heard of him, to be honest. I don't know if he was made just for this game, or I don't know, maybe you guys can tell me in the comments what it's all about. I have no idea who this dude is, to be honest. So I've got some premium crystals, some free crystals, and then 60 of these guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the free crystals. And yeah, just like old times, folks. Oh, and when I made this last video of like 150 crystals that never got made, that, you know, didn't record, every time I would open the the space bridge here, and I would get a new bot, whether it was a 3-star, 4-star, or even like a 2-star Decepticon or something, the space bridge would freeze up for like 30 seconds to a minute. So this video that I made, or that I thought I was making, was over an hour long. Just over an hour, like an hour and maybe 5 or 10 minutes. So I'm not sure you guys would have sat through all of that anyway. But I mean, even without the space bridge freezing up, I was talking about all of the new stuff in the game, which I'm gonna get into here, since clearly you guys didn't get to hear it before. So yeah, I was just jabbering on about the new stuff in the game, and then the space bridge would lock up. So I mean, it would have been a good 45-minute video anyways. There were a lot of crystals, and it is what it is. But anywho, a lot's changed since I last played back in June. First of all, the music's fucking awesome. You cannot deny that. They have some real Transformers music now. That's great. I noticed there's some new like power cores that give your bots a cell-shaded look. I have one for Ratchet. So that's kind of cool too. And then, let's see. Let's get into these crystals. Oh, good. The space bridge is going to do the whole freezing thing. Oh, that wasn't very long. This must be the 2-star. Yeah. Damn, this guy's really tall. It's a big-ass bot. I'll have to look at him compared to everybody else. So, well, it froze up on me again. So, oh, I'm getting the 3-star version. Alright. So what is he, like an anti-aircraft gun or something? Oh, it's a siege weapon, isn't he? That's what he looks like. He looks like a siege weapon of some sort. So anyhow, new stuff. So yeah, cell shading, music's awesome. The shoot, the combiner thing, the combiner lab, or what is it? The Ore 13 storage and the Ore 13 maker or whatever. Man, I can't think of anything what the stuff's called on this game anymore. Sorry, guys. Anywho, you know what I'm talking about. So you get a little more storage for Ore 13 now, and they made it cheaper to use combiners, which is awesome. I think this was brilliant on, you know, Space Ape's part, because we have 4 combiners out there, and really I only ever used one of them before. I used my strongest one. That's the only one I would use because it costs so much to use them. You'd go through ore 13 pretty fast, so you wouldn't want to waste it. You had to use them in special circumstances, so you'd only use your strongest one, usually during wars or whatnot, and then sometimes on the weekends you'd use your strongest one to help power levels and some bots or whatnot. So the fact that they made it cheaper to use the combiners, and that they give you more storage and more resource raising capacity or whatever, you get an extra 10 in the God, I can't think of what the dang thing's called. Whatever that produces the ore 13 in the first place. You get 60 now, I believe, in there, and then you're up to 125 in the storage. So it really promotes using your other combiners now. It's so cheap to use them at being 10 or 13 a piece that I find myself, when I do play, I use all 4 combiners. Well, I mean, depending on, it usually takes me about 2 combiners to really go through all of my fuel cells. I don't even use the combiner with my top couple of teams. Then I only use it with the others for insurance, or if I'm trying to take on bases stronger than what the teams were composed of or whatnot. But I'll break out the other 2 later on, because the first time you use them it costs 10, then it gets more expensive after that. So I think it's really cool that you can always jump to one of your other combiners that's going to cost a little less after you use your other one, because that really does promote using more diversity in your, amongst your combiner choices there. So that's cool. I like that. That's a pretty awesome thing that SpaceApe did. Looks like there's a lot of new, like, what are these, prime cores? I think when I quit there were only a couple of them. There was one that caused damage. Let's see. Oh, there was the one that takes over another bot, because I have that one on hotspot, I think, isn't it? Jesus Christ, I can't even remember the names of the damn bots I have. Pretty sure hotspot has the one where it hacks an enemy outpost bot or whatever. Anyhow, I have one on Optimus Prime that heals your group. Yeah, these are the old ones. I think those were the only 2 I had back in the day, but now there's a bunch more out. I don't even know what these things do. So, anyways, there seems to be a lot more to tinker with, so that's cool. Apparently it still takes forever to level up bots, so that part sucks, especially if you're a part-time player like I am now. If you just hop on once in a while, you're pretty much never going to level anybody up, so you have to be playing the game all the time, and I don't have time for that anymore. So that part hasn't changed. I thought there was something else. I saw something in one of those emails a while back, or maybe I sometimes lurk in the Quantum's family group chat, and I think I saw some posts in there regarding like these mega bases that your whole alliance attacks, or something along those lines. I've got a notification for Crystal. I'm going to grab that real quick. So it looks like there's these super strong mega bases, and it'll take your whole alliance to take these bases down. This is coming out soon. This is like the next big thing that SpaceApe is doing for us here. So that sounds like something interesting, because they're finally adding some new gameplay. They've had the same old gameplay like since the beginning, or game modes rather. It's just the same crap. You just attack bases for resources, and then you have your alliance wars, and then once every weekend you do the event, which you're basically doing the same thing you do all week long when you're attacking bases for resources or trying to get extra medals or whatever. So it's not really, there's no variation in it other than however you're tinkering with your bots or whatever, you know, your bot variations. That's the only variation to it, but you're doing the same thing over and over and over. And I know it's the same thing. You're still going to be taking your bots and attacking a base just like you always do. But now it's going to be more of an alliance event where, you know, your whole team has to get involved. You got to probably create some strategies depending on people's strengths and weaknesses. And it sounds like, you know, it'll take almost a whole team to just take out one defense on these bases. So everybody's going to have to take different approaches, and it sounds like it's really going to take some teamwork to get it done. I'm assuming you don't all attack at the same time. That would be ridiculous. I don't think our phones can handle that many bots on a screen at once. So I guess they're going to do it to where you have one person attack at a time. If somebody's already attacking the base, they probably won't let another person begin an attack. I don't know. Maybe if you guys have heard more about that, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Tell me what's going on. I'd love to know. I haven't watched the live stream in months either, so I have no idea what's happening in this game anymore. So it looks like I'm down to these last few crystals here. I got the 2-star, the 3-star, and then another 3-star duplicate popped up a while ago. Some 2-star duplicates, but it looks like I'm not going to get the 4-star version of this dude. So what's new? Right. Yeah. Anywho, so yeah, other than the mega base, I saw that I think some new triple changes are coming out, so that's cool. I'm not sure when that event's going to take place either. Like I said, I don't watch the live stream, so who knows. It feels strange, but not unpleasant to be among others again. Why is others highlighted over there? And Maximals, Cynthia's Magnus. Alright. Hope you survived the experience. Well, that's a very optimistic. That's very optimistic. I can't even talk. I'm looking at his name and I'm trying to say optimistic at the same time. Don't do that. Your brain will mess with you. Anyways. Yeah, not an optimistic outlook there. Are you the current prime? Okay. Then I got a Matrix. Okay. You got Optimus Prime Spark for a while. It's complicated. I guess so. I must have missed a lot of storyline. I have no idea what's going on. One big bot here is trying and failing miserably to say. Oh yeah! Talking about new things in this game. What the hell? I miss, you know, some odd months of action. I come back and all of a sudden Cheetor's a beast? Like he was the crappiest bot in the game. Now all of a sudden he's good? What's going on there? Space Ape actually buffed this dude, huh? I saw a whole bunch of people in Quantum's using him. One guy's got a 5-star that's like 2600 power or something ridiculous. It's, man, freaking Cheetor. All of a sudden, dude is an actual beast. I don't know what other bots they may have buffed or debuffed, but oh, I hear Trax is like the new guy that everybody uses, the new hot bot to get. I did get the 3-star Trax before that's actually I think the last event I played before quitting was the event where we got Trax, but I only got the 3-star. Yeah, so anyhow, well, I guess that's about it here. There's all this drawing. You guys probably already read all of this since this event was like a week ago or so. I still don't know who this dude is, so I'm gonna have to look him up probably as soon as I log out of the game. Sentius Magnus and Sentius Malus or something like that was his. He said his brother's name. Anywho, so yeah, that's that. I guess they haven't updated like the headquarters stuff yet, so my base isn't too far behind, which is not bad. I just need to finish leveling up walls, which probably will take a while, I would imagine, especially for a part-timer who only hops on a couple of times a week. But anyhow, it's been good talking to you guys again, or talking at you guys, I should say. Hope you enjoyed the video. Not sure when the next one will be. For a while I was doing like one a week back, you know, in the day. That's not going to be happening, but I will collect like VIP rewards and still do my thing. I'll probably do an event here and there. So by all means, keep an eye out and like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm still around. So I will catch you guys later. See ya.